everyone, I'm Jacki Jing reporting straight from snowy Sweden, and it's SI 2022 debrief for day 9. And oh my god, we only had 2 games played, but what a day. But before we get into it, we gotta wish Chala a very happy belated birthday, and he certainly had a solid cake, if you know what I mean. Bikini Bodhi's SI Grand Final watch party was announced to feature Counter-Strike and NIP legend Get Right. Wow. Alright, we'll stop teasing you. Let's get into the games because the day started in explosive fashion.
It was the Brazilian Derby to start things off, and it was an absolute David versus Goliath story heading into the game. MIBR had made it to SI 2022, but only just. They'd had a tough 2021, plagued with injuries, and had not made it to a single major, which meant that they had to play through the LATAM qualifier. Not only that, they had to wait to play the postponed LATAM qualifier in Sweden, just a week before SI. They also had to go the 5-map distance against Black Dragons in the final. Team Liquid, meanwhile, were on fire. They'd come into this event having also missed out on the Sweden major, but only because they'd lost to the eventual major grand finalists. Their 2 changes that had caused a temporary dip in form had begun to click, and they'd won the BR6 finals. But as they cruised through SI 2022, TSM shocked Liquid 2 days ago and sent them down to the lower bracket in 2-0 fashion. MIBR, meanwhile, had struggled through their group, but had taken down SSG, NIP, and OXG in back-to-back games. The match started on Bank, where Lukid decided to play some Stardew Valley and farm some potatoes for a bit. But MIBR were cruising, especially with lethal entries from Raps that got him multi-kills multiple times. MIBR looked real good and took their map pick in dominant 7-2 fashion, with Nesk and Palu only a combined 10-16.
That win also meant that Liquid's 15-map win streak against MIBR had just been shattered.
On to Oregon, where Nesk continued to struggle, but Liquid took the first half 4-2 after a strong resurgence from Palu. Resets got the most ridiculous kill this SI as he pistol whipped poor Lukid. Both teams were fighting hard, trading rounds back and forth, but MIBR were more than happy to come from behind to force OT, and in just 3 days, Team Liquid went from tournament favorites to out of the tournament. And heartbreakingly, the match also saw the legendary Nesk have his worst recorded performance in his career. Nesk, the man who set the record for the highest ever recorded rating at SI 2018, and who has the 2nd highest lifetime rating at international lands. Up next was another Brazilian team's match, but there was no Brazilian team eliminated. FaZe swept to a crushing 7-4 win on Sonic's own map pick and looked perfectly in control. They were then up 4-2 on Villa attack and nearly let it slip, but Bullet pulled out all the stops to ensure his team won 7-5 and managed to ensure a 2-0 win. I guess the team led by Super isn't as good as one led by Super Astro, eh?
So what did you think of today's games? It's just 4 teams left. Who do you think is lifting the caber? While you're in the comments letting us know, be sure to subscribe and go follow us on Twitter to stay on top of the madness in Sweden. And follow me at Jacki Jing. And if you want to see more of the numbers that everyone has been putting up in the Six Invitational, head on over to the SiegeGG competitions page. And of course, stay tuned to SiegeGG everywhere you can to keep up with all things Rainbow Six. See you tomorrow!